Hmm. Good evening. How are you? Hi, Gratis. How are you? I hope your dasha is treating you well. So far, so good. Does recent Venus transit make us crave more for fermented food? Maybe. Venus is in Pisces. Venus represents all the luxuries or conveniences. So, like Venus was in Pisces, maybe person may be interested in that. Okay, I'm fine only when you are fine. Oh, thank you. Same to you. Please come at least twice in a week, sir, please. And who is going to do my consultations and classes and articles and other things? Okay. So Mars is debilitated in Mars is debilitated, Mars being moon in Cancer, being moon emotional sign. Then does Mars actions are on emotional basis in moon has the nakshatra. We can say like moon represents emotions and Mars represents actions. So whenever like moon Mars energy exchange happens, person feels like taking emotional actions. Anyone can trigger this person. They can get into fights, arguments impulsively. So this is what happens. I have a general question on Dasha's daughter name. Yeah, you can ask your question. Sonia, when will she get government job? And Uh, I'm not giving any consultation here. If you would desire prediction, please apply for consultation from astrologer of your choice. If you have any conceptual question, you can ask. Do Dasha produce early mm, early on later or later during its period? As a Cancer ascendant, would it matter if a yoga karak Maya? I'm unable to understand your question. Can you please rephrase it? Okay. Mars transit in Pisces for Cancer ascendant, does it make one inclined towards the counseling since it is in ninth house? Yeah, it can, but right now it is also in Hamming. So person may not get that much of result. Greetings everyone. I am happy today because the wonders of the sorcerers, Doctor so and so had done in my life. Great. Hmm. Mars Dasha. Uh, Please, Gratis, if you can rephrase your question, I am unable to understand it. If Rahu forms itself as the sign lord, uh, Rahu forms itself as the sign lord, it is residing in, okay, means if Rahu is in Cancer with Venus, whether we have to take it as a Moon Venus conjunction. Yeah, you can take. Rahu will give the both the results. Rahu Venus in Cancer means person can be very emotional about relationship matters. This is for relationship sustenance. It is not a good position. Then I'm in Jupiter Dasha, Taurus ascendant, Jupiter 12th house, and I feel like in prison and isolated. Is this normal, and will it be the whole Dasha like this? Feeling may remain. Okay, it is not that actual isolation or actual prison and all that, but feeling may remain. Okay. Then, if Mars is in Scorpio, Sun in Leo, and Ketu in Gemini, is selecting Venus, selecting Venus in Aquarius, aspecting Venus in Aquarius. Venus in Aquarius, how can we see this? This is like difficult scenario for Venus. Venus is relationship, and three malefics are aspecting it. Lots of troubles in relationship, dominance struggle and all that. Okay. Person may have to accommodate a lot in relationship matter. Hello, Zam. KG. What if most of the planets are in the 6th, 7th, 8th house? Does that mean life will be about serving others? So yeah, that's correct. Especially 7th and the 8th. 7th and the 8th both are related with other people and serving other people. That's where a person can be more inclined towards. Okay, unless they are not malefic planets. In that case, like person will still be inclined, but he will not get that much of result. What shows Mars in Aquarius? Please tell me in detail because I cannot understand impulsive and sustained reaction difference. Sustained reaction, like impulsive is like you said something and I gave you response then and there only. Okay, it is the difference between reaction and response. Impulsive Mars energy is reaction. You said something and I reacted then and there. Then other way of dealing with it is that you said something and I thought whether the response should be given or not. Okay, first of all, whether I should even think of giving response to this lady or not. Okay, this is what happens. This is the difference between impulsive and thought over response, reaction and response. This is the difference between Mars in Cancer, Mars in Capricorn. How can a conjunction of four planets in fourth house impact someone? Libra ascendant, Ketu, Venus, Sun, Moon in fourth house. Look for the chart of Jim Carrey, and that will help you. Jim Carrey has like 4 or 5 planets conjunction, same Libra ascendant in fourth house. Okay, that chart may help you. On the site, you can find Jim Carrey horoscope, Astro Saxena. You will find it. What Ketu shows in ascendant in Tula, it shows the same thing in every ascendant. Ascendant is self, Ketu is separation. Person can be separated from self. Lack of self worth kind of thing. Okay, I'm not good enough. That kind of feeling. Vrashchik Lagna and Rashi Lord, Vrashchik Lagna and Rashi Lord of 7 and 8 houses. Okay, with Lagna Lord Mars in the ninth house is good or bad? If the person goes into education related field, education, guiding, counseling, and sharing knowledge, it is good. If a person doesn't go into that field, then it is bad. If person tries to work under other people, then it is bad. What is the impact of Mars and Ketu in the third house for Leo ascendant? Again, like person can be headless about his actions. Maybe like they may get into action. They may get into anger and all. I may be angry at X person. I may throw my anger at Y person, and this type of result can come up with like Mars Ketu in the third house. Person can be headless about his actions up to like 30s. Like it is Upacha house, so it gives better results from 30s onwards. My present dasha is Mars. Does placement make a difference when Mars produces its effect early or later? Mars is in the sixth house, Dashana Upacha. I want. Yeah, it matters. If it is in Upacha houses, any of 3, 6, 10, 11, it will give later better results. Okay. Like I have Mars in the third house, and my Mars is exalted. Plus, Mars Dasha was very early childhood for me uh, from 5 to you can say from 5 to 12 years of age. I was in Mars Dasha, so it was like energy was there, but I don't know how to I didn't know how to best utilize the energy. Rahu in Magha Nakshatra in Lagna, good effects and bad effects. It can make person very much self-obsessed. Okay, and that is the bad result. Person can be all about himself, but at the same time, person can be very creative. As commonly, moon rules second house, second eye of the person. Second eye of the person. Moon rules second eye. If moon in 12th house of losses, it means loss of left eyesight. Sun, Moon, Mars, second house, 12th house, they all become important for eyesight related matters. Sun, Moon, Mars, 12th house, and second house. So we cannot make this generic opinion that okay, everyone has Moon in the Moon in the 12th house, they are going to have loss of eye. Okay. Generic opinions, the sweeping remarks can never be made in astrology. Does serving others mean no leadership position? One could imagine serving others by being a leader too. Uh, if person is really into service, he won't care whether he is leader or not. Okay, he will be more interested in serving rather than being a leader. This thought will never come whether I am leader or not. Then. mm, So yeah, person can serve others through leadership position, but he will not be interested in this. he will not be looking for leadership position. He may be leader. Okay, that's it. And that's what I mean to say. Mm. I saw one kundli where some planets were above 25 degrees and rest were below 5 degrees. Will planets play any lesser role in life since there is no not significant divinity? And they all are important, no matter where they are placed. At the end of the day, dignity matters. Then, as moon commonly rules left eye, it is. I covered this question. I love your explanation of Mars in expression. Great. Athena, if I may ask a question, please, could you please explain in more detail the results of a benefic planet like Jupiter transiting in a Nidhan nakshatra in a person's chart, but at the same time also being Mool Trikona in Pisces. In other words, how does parabola sign work together? Which is the strongest influence? The strongest influence is always sign-based dignity. Okay, it is all these are different tricks by which person we can interpret planetary positions in a different ways. But if you say that what is the strongest influence, like you say, us or who has the highest say in the end, that is sign based dignity. Plus Mool Trikona of Jupiter is Sagittarius, it is not Pisces. Okay, so that's also something to remember. Jupiter's Mool Trikona is Sagittarius, not Pisces. Jupiter is in Pisces in own sign. So it is still a very good dignity of Jupiter. So Jupiter in Pisces, wherever Pisces falls into your chart, that house, if I remember well, I think it is third house. So in your third house related matters, you can expect better results, and you can expect better results coming, especially after July. Okay, once this hamming of Jupiter removes between Saturn and Rahu, this will be removed from July onwards. So you can expect better results coming from July to January. But this till then you may feel frustration that I'm putting a lot of effort, nothing is coming as a result because Jupiter is hammed right now. Okay, so I hope it is helpful. If Venus is in Virgo in Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, then is it difficult? Venus in Virgo for relationship matters, it is always difficult. Now Uttara Falguni is more about this Uttara Falguni is more about um, financial negotiation. So person can be very good at finance, at dealing with people in finance and all. Their person can be good, but when it comes to relationship matters, it is very difficult. Thank you. We'll check Jim Carrey's chart. Great. Some insights on Venus in third house in Sagittarius in D9 chart. As you know that I go through D1 chart first, then I can come to D9 chart. Unless and until I saw someone's D1 chart, mm, unless and until I see the D1 chart, I may not be able to guide with D9 chart. Then this good evening, good evening, Aditi. How are you? Vrashchik Lagna and Rashi Lord. I think I covered it. Zahamji. Uh, I'm a Taurus ascendant. My Venus is conjunct with Ketu in Scorpio. So technically, in Kendra. My Venus is conjunct with Ketu in Scorpio. It is in Kendra, but I have been told I have weak ascendant. What are your thoughts? Again, if you are asking for relationship matters, then it is weak, because Venus is in Scorpio. Venus is relationship, Scorpio is instability, Ketu is malefic planet. For relationship matters it is weak, but if you are more into like business or serving people through business and all, or if you are even interested in occult mysticism or any research oriented topic, it is good position. For that person, that reasons it is good. Another thing is that Venus is aspecting back at its own sign. So any planet aspecting back at its own sign kind of strengthens that house. So from that theory also, your ascendant is strong, but not for relationship matters. What will be the result of in relationship matters? There will be separation kind of feeling, like person will be inclined towards relationship, then okay, lots of instability, and person will feel like separated and all. What will be the result of Mahadasha of a planet which is exalted in sixth house, but sixth house dispositor is debilitated? uh, person may get into like this sixth house related issues, like health issues, and he may like he may be confident of dealing with it, but eventually the results may not come as per expectations. Okay, like a person may have some health issue and he may be confident, okay, I will overcome these health issues, but eventually the person may not be able to like overpower those health issues very easily. He may have to work really hard. Okay. So this is the thing. Helen Keller's chart may be helpful in this matter of health issues and all. Or Jim Jones, Reverend Jim Jones. Is Saturn in 12th house of Virgo in D9 chart good for bad places? Great, thank you. Uh, good day, sir. Ketu is Lord of my seventh and now moved into my sixth. Okay. And my partner have certain health issues. I surprising litigation against him. I'm worried this transit will affect him. Every transit affects everyone. Transits are not to worry about. They are to means learn our lessons, and we need to prepare ourselves. It is not to worry. Okay. It is not to worry. So, like Ketu transiting through eighth house, sixth house, get all the research done in the sixth house related matters, health issues or litigation and all. Get all the research done, and things can be better if you prepare yourself for that, rather than just worrying around. Because Ketu, you cannot change Ketu, you cannot change Ketu from its transit position. You can prepare yourself for that. Uh, Saturn moon in second and Saturn return, will it have positive effect? Again, if person prepares himself with Saturn, with Ketu, with all the malefic planets, we have to be proactive. Okay. If this person prepares himself for Saturn return and all the difficult results of Saturn, and like all the hard work and perseverance. If he does, then better results. If he doesn't do, lots of stress. Mm, So I think you know my views on Saturn. It is more about being proactive and dealing with the matters rather than waiting for the results. Antardasha Lord is fourth from Dasha Lord placed. Does this mean something? Person will get additional results of fourth house. Uh, if we wish to consider the effects of Dasha, would it be best to consider it via D1 or specifically along with another divisional chart? If you are looking at divisional chart, look for that particular reason. Okay, for what a divisional chart is meant for. Like if you are looking for uh, this like a D10 chart, then specifically look for specifically look for this career related matters. Don't bring your relationship there. Don't bring your marriage or children there. So this is the whole issue. When we are looking for a particular chart, particular divisional chart, look for that particular area of life only. Okay, so dashas can be looked into divisional charts, but for that particular reason, not for anything else. So if you can limit yourself, be precise, then things can be like handled. But main problem is that people are here and there. Okay. Sun Jupiter conjunction in 11th house Pisces ascendant. Jupiter is debilitated, so in relationship matters, this person may feel frustrated. But if person perseveres, okay, they are in Saturnian sign, perseveres, then person may have better results. What is the impact of Rahu in Kritika? Rahu in Kritika and Taurus ascendant. So for career matters, it can still give better results on Jupiter in the 11th house Capricorn. But in relationship matters, it is. What is the impact of Rahu in Kritika and Taurus ascendant uh, and Sun in fifth house uh, in 29 degree? Does that make Rahu weak? No, it doesn't. Okay, weak and weak and like this thing strength is sign based. So Rahu is in Taurus, so look at Venus strength, then we can decide. Thank you, you're welcome, Athena. Rachit, Saturn. Saturn Jupiter conjunction in first house Capricorn ascendant can Neech Bhang Raja Yoga. Yeah, it is there. Okay, but it is with Saturnian approach only, like the delay, hard work, perseverance. In that matter, like the chart of Barack Obama can be helpful. If you search for Barack Obama charts, you will get uh, good results. Can we ask questions about timing of relationship? Again, I am not giving any prediction here, no consultation. If you have any conceptual question, you can ask. Okay, so that is it. So Madam Fatima, Madam Fahad, I'm not giving any consultation. Sorry. Uh, it is better to apply for proper consultation from astrologer of your choice. In these sessions, I only give conceptual answers. If you have any conceptual question, you can ask. Okay. We will prepare ourselves. Great. Seventh Lord Pratyantar Dasha gives this. Pratyantar Dasha is very small time period, right? It is just 4 5 months. That's why it is not that important. Person can be getting opportunities, but may not be that much time to realize the opportunity. Remedy for Rahu Mahadasha, it is in the seventh house with Mars. Pisces ascendant, it is in Virgo sign. Remedy from my side is again meditation. Just meditate, and this is Angarak Yoga. You should know how to divert your anger and aggression in positive pursuits. Yes, Fahad madam, I just responded to your question. I am not giving consultations here. Please apply for consultation from astrologer of your choice. If you have any conceptual question, you can ask. What's your view on many retrograde planets? Does it cause delays in life? Yeah, it can cause delays. It can cause slow growth in life, and a person can reflect back a lot. Like person may be more about reflecting back at things rather than going ahead with the decisions. Okay, he may not be very proactive because so many planets are retrograde. So this is like person is reflecting back, okay, I should have done this or I should have done that. This is the approach person may have. But if more direct planets are there, person may be very direct about it. Then you. My Mercury is in the sixth house. My Mercury is in the sixth house in Chitra Nakshatra, conjunct Saturn in Vishakha. Conjunct Saturn in Vishakha. I will enter Mercury Dasha. Will it be good for my career? Saturn is there, so if you can put your best effort over the longest period of time, it will be great. Okay. So Saturn is all about perseverance. If you can promise perseverance from your side, then I promise results from my side. Okay. So this is the thing. What does Sun in Pisces Gandanta degree mean for Leo ascendant? Person may get into circumstances where he may feel that, okay, I'm losing everything in my career matters. I worked so hard for so long for all my career authority recognition. Now everything is going out. Okay. And as it is in the eighth house, maybe some sort of scandal, controversy, and because of that, his reputation is on the verge of collapse. Okay, this type of result can be there with Sun in eighth house Pisces. Rahu conjunct Sun in ninth house Pisces. Ketu conjunct Moon in third house. Focus towards the ninth house related things, spiritual matters. Ninth house, higher education, guidance, knowledge, and Pisces is spirituality, and Rahu Sun. Rahu is obsession, so go towards the ninth house related things. Ketu is your past life expertise. When you go towards your own self efforts, Ketu in the third house, When you work for yourself, then you will realize your past life expertise, which will help you in achieving your rock. Will you help my son? I am here for helping, sir. I will be happy to help. Final question: can parents do remedies for minor children? Thanks. Can you read something in my title, video title itself? Any universal meditation as remedy. Meditation itself, all the type of all the type of meditation lead to the same thing. Okay. So meditation is the only remedy, and children. I don't think any remedy can change anyone's life. That is why meditation brings the awareness. It will bring awareness. Now obviously this cannot happen that parents will meditate and awareness will come to the children. Okay, there is no pipeline like that. Okay, so everyone has to do for themselves. Okay, then the awareness will come. Is name number giving 8 is good? I don't know. Sun with Venus combust and retro in fifth house in Aries Lagna. What result of combination? Ego conflicts in relationship, but person can be very creative. Person can have lots of creative talents with so many like Sun, Venus, fifth house, Leo, all coming together. So person can be highly creative, but when it comes to relationship, ego conflicts. What are your views on how to go about predicting major world events like pandemics, world wars, civil wars? I'm not good at it. I tried 2 3 times and I failed miserably. So that's why I don't get into world events. I'm happy with the individual consultations. But there are few friends of mine who are more interested in world events, like things. Okay, so and they study in that area. So if you go towards mm, search about this global predictions and all, then you will get the better idea that how those predictions can be made. I'm very bad at it. Okay. Ketu Saturn in D1 first house, but Venus in first house in D9. Is it okay? Uh, in first house D1 is your overall life. In your overall life, person will feel lot of frustration because Saturn Ketu are there in the first house. Okay, in this D9, Venus is there. It means that he should follow the path of the service. I read so many articles related to positions of lords of all 12 houses in different houses. I spell so much light on my life path. Thank you so much, sir. You did this sick for everyone's name. No, I am doing for myself. Whatever I do for myself. I don't do any for anyone else. Okay. Don't have any such illusion. I am super selfish person. Uh, Jupiter in Anuradha Nakshatra, Ketu in Jyeshtha Nakshatra in 8th house Aries Lagna. Jupiter and Ketu give separate result or in combination. Jupiter Ketu are together. It is great position for any research oriented work. Jupiter Ketu in 8th house Scorpio. What else you want for research? Saturn Mars Rahu conjunction in first house Aquarius ascendant in D9 chart. No other Mahapurush Yoga in D1. In this D9 chart, Mahapurush Yoga considered. Will there be an end? I go for D1 first. Uh, then I go into D9 and all that. So first consider D1 chart rather than D9. What does Jupiter in second house, Sun Venus in eighth house mean? they aspect each other, how does that change their impact? uh, Jupiter, Venus, they are aspecting second and eighth. This axis, person can be very knowledgeable. Person can serve people through knowledge, but when it comes to relationship, obvious instabilities can be there of eighth house. Sun is also with Venus. Ego conflicts in relationship, which may bring instability. For finance, wealth, career, this is good position. I don't know the science involved, so I'm considering they are in good dignity. But for other matters of life, it can be different. Yeah, recently read your article where you said a chart can read in 144 ways. It's very interesting. Thank you. Thanks for your kind response. You're welcome. Is Rahu in Libra a good position for Libra ascendant health wise? Health wise, we need to see the ascendant Lord position, sixth house Lord position, 11th house Lord position, Ghatni Karka, and Ghatni Karka's dignity. And these are the planets and signs we need to consider. Also, Saturn, Sun. Saturn represents illness on its own, Sun represents health on its own. Consider these things, you will get your health. Okay. So there are things for every type of consultation that okay, we need to consider these things, then and then we can find out. It is not that Rahu in Libra has no connection with health. You need to see Libra's Lord Venus position. It shows your physical body, your immune system, your strength of your immune system or physical body. Debilitated Sun and retrograde Mercury conjunct in fourth house Libra. What will be the consequences? Person will get authority and recognition through business, home-based business, private office-based business, but person can be like not having the confidence to go for it. He will have lack of confidence, so then that's where he needs to work on. Very less support from father or fatherly figures, as 12th house, 12th lord of left eye Mercury is conjunct with fiery Sun in ninth house, which is 12th from the Venus, is reason for poor eyesight of left eye. We cannot say. Okay. 12th lord Mercury, it can be for any. I cannot say like this. I have to see the chart. Does Lagna chart, Lagna Lord Dasha always work favorably? There is no generic rule in astrology that always this thing works like this or always that thing works like this, except Saturn. Saturn is always difficult. Saturn is always hard work. So that is the thing. Except that there is no generic rule. So if Lagna Lord Dasha is there, it will give result as per its dignity, as per its position. Person puts best effort, then he can get better result. Different depends on what is the planet involved. If Lagna Lord is Venus and for someone and Lagna Lord is Saturn, it is completely different thing altogether. Okay, so this is what we need to understand, where we cannot make a generic rule for everyone. I'm fine, Priya madam. How are you? What's the difference between Sadesati and Saturn Mahadasha in impact? Sadesati and Saturn Mahadasha. Mahadasha is 19 years long, and Sadesati is only like 7.5 years long. So this is the main difference. Sadesati brings the changes related with the houses where Saturn is transiting in those 7.5 years. Saturn, the Mahadasha, can bring changes throughout the Dasha and make you work hard towards all the whole of the 19 years. Sadesati may make you work hard for those 7.5 years, especially like middle 2.5 years. I'm not giving any consultation, but if you have health issues, health consultations are free, so you can always send your birth details. I will be happy to help. For other things, you need to ask for consultation from astrologer of your choice. Um, which ascendant do you think has more favor in career related things as per current transit situation? Again, we cannot make a generic rule. Okay. All I can say, like, okay, Gemini ascendant, for them, Jupiter is transiting 10th house Pisces. What could be the reason for Venus getting debilitated in friend's house? Debilitation and exaltation doesn't depend on friendship and enmity. They depend on the environment a planet is getting. Venus doesn't get good environment in Virgo. Virgo is the sign of analysis and details. It is about critical nature, analytical nature. And this way of Venus in Virgo is like, if I have Venus in Virgo, I may be very critical towards my partner. Oh, you didn't do this thing rightly, didn't do that thing rightly, and you should have done this thing this way. So obviously, no one wants to be hearing criticism every time, as people want to hear nice things about them. Okay, so this can lead to some conflict one day if this criticism continues over a long period of time. So that's why Venus is debilitated in Virgo. In general, what would past life expertise be for someone with Mars and Ketu in the uh, dealing with other people, masses, business? Okay, seventh house is Scorpio, maybe occult matters also. They may have worked well in occult matters in past life also. Research oriented matters, that can be their past life expertise. Lagna is Pisces, Jupiter moon in third house. Uh, what can we expect in Jupiter Dasha? You can expect only when you do something related with Jupiter. Jupiter is knowledge sharing, guiding, counseling. Okay, teacher. If you are a teacher, then if you are guiding, counseling people, sharing your knowledge with people, then you can expect. If you are not doing anything related with, then you don't expect anything. Okay. Jupiter is in third house. Third house is self efforts. Get into any self effort of knowledge sharing. Jupiter is your first and 10th lord. Dasha can be excellent. It can give you extreme wealth, but you have to get into your own business. Otherwise, nothing is done. Otherwise, mediocre, average results. Mars is exalted in Saturn, first house in Capricorn, and poor in second house Aquarius. How will be Mars Dasha? Mars seen in Saturn Anuradha Nakshatra. Anuradha is Saturn's nakshatra, but dignity is always sign based. Okay, always understand. Dignity is always sign based. So Mars in Anuradha nakshatra means it is in Scorpio sign. It is in Moon sign. What to expect in Mercury Mahadasha for Leo ascendant with Mercury in Pisces and D9 ascendant is Gemini. Uh, Mercury is wealth oriented planet for Leo people. It is second lord, 11th lord. So this itself shows person is going to get best money in life through like Mercury related matters, Mercury related activities. Mercury is second lord, 11th lord, both the money oriented houses. Mercury is business, communication, counseling. Mercury is sitting in ninth house of guiding and counseling. Share your knowledge, guide people, counsel people through your creative pursuits, imaginative spirituality, and all that, and you will get best money in your life in Mercury Dasha. If you are not doing anything related with this, then the frustration will come. So this is about from D9, D1. It is clear that you need to do these type of activities. Is debilitation considered affliction, even if a planet is not getting aspect? Debilitated is weak. Affliction is when it is impacted by other malefics. Debilitation is weak, weak in dignity. Understand it like this. Suppose someone is having a weak health. It is like debilitated planet. And suppose someone is having a bad company. That is affliction. Mm, okay, got it. Is the spirituality growth seen in horoscope? Would it happen typically during Atmakarka Dasha? Mainly 12th house, 9th house, Jupiter, Ketu. And their Dasha. Don't worry, sir, if your partner has Venus in Capricorn or Taurus. I'm good, sir. I have one more doubt. As D30 chart shows misfortune, so does debilitated planets gives a favorable result in D30 chart? I don't think so. I'm of the view that planets should always be strong, because that planet represents thousand other things in your life. Okay, if planet is weak in any chart, okay, it represents that okay, problem is coming in D30 chart. Suppose Saturn is weak, Saturn is debilitated, so problem is coming and the person has no courage to put his efforts. Okay, because it is weak, so it is very necessary to have planets in good dignity, like even in D1 chart. Let's say Mars is debilitated in the sixth house. You can say, okay, fine, Mars is weak in the sixth house. So what it means, that problems of sixth house will always come, but the person is also losing the strength to fight against those problems because Mars is weak. That's why planets should always be strong. Okay. Again, reading about Helen Keller chart will help from the website. Third house Lord Jupiter in eighth house Leo. Anything related to communication will pose obstacle. Third house Lord Jupiter in eighth house Leo. No, not really. Like it is in good dignity, with time, with effort, a person can get better results. Will Moon in first house Cancer will make person very emotional. They can be emotional, but are more emotional about themselves only. Okay, taking life decision more on emotions than logic or other factors. So Moon in first house Cancer or Moon in first house people are emotional, but they are emotional for themselves. They are not emotional for anyone else. So mind, Moon is mind, first house is self, mind is upon self. They cannot think of anything, anyone else. So this is the difficulty of Moon in first house person. So they can be emotional, as you said, but they can be emotional for themselves. If Sun gets highest Shadbala, if and it is in ninth house of Gemini with Mercury, means how to utilize this by aligning with chart energy. Highest Shadbala and it's ninth house Gemini Sun, and means how to utilize. Get into ninth house related activity, Gemini and Mercury related activity, business and communication, and gain authority through that. Don't work under the people. Always keep me in your blessings. Thank you. Same to you. Thank you, Irene. Welcome. I'm happy to help. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Irene, I guess. Irene. Okay, whatever. Let me know if I pronounce it correctly. Uh, then Saturn in Mars nakshatra in the first house, Gemini. How Saturn will give result in it. Saturn is the same delay, hard work, perseverance. One planet which is generic by nature is Saturn. Saturn is always giving the same result: difficulties, hard work, perseverance, and all. Okay, so and that is the thing. And no matter, even if it is in own sign, own nakshatra, doesn't matter. If it is exalted, doesn't matter. Saturn remains Saturn. Difficulties. Okay. Okay, I think we are done. Thank you for all questions, and thank you for not asking any question related with marriage, timing, and remedies and all nonsense. So, right. Thank you. Bye.